Hi guys, Leah Wagner here. I am the premier team leader of my team, the Posh Pretty Committee, and I want to welcome you back to my channel because today we are talking about something that is so crucial as far as building your business, adding team members, getting packets out your front door to get posh on the people, to get people to join you in this pursuit of pampering the whole world, right? So I want to talk to you about what I have done in the past, what I'm doing now that seems to be working for me. Is it going to work with everybody? Absolutely not. But it's going to at least plant the seed in some people who maybe think to themselves, I don't know, maybe this Posh thing, maybe it isn't too bad. Maybe I want to, maybe I want to give it a shot. So I know that there's a lot of chatter out there about how much it costs to ship our samples because most of us use Laycons, right? So they're a little thicker, so they don't go through those mail machines, and sometimes that costs us extra money. And I don't know about you, but I hate that. I don't like just dropping bills when I don't have to, So what I decided to do, probably this last catalog change, which was February 2017, I decided maybe I'm just thinking about this in the wrong way. Maybe I just have the wrong perspective, right? So I realized there is a minimum and a maximum weight for what it costs to ship packages, parcels, large envelopes, thick envelopes, that kind of a thing. So I jumped on PayPal, which is what I use to do my shipping labels. I have a video on that in my channel if you need some training on how to do PayPal shipping labels. But I jumped on PayPal and I just started plugging in numbers. What does it cost to ship something that is 3 ounces versus something that is 9 ounces? Where are the breaking points of where the cost goes up, right? And I decided if I can get the maximum amount of weight in an envelope, then I am maximizing my dollars spent, right? Instead of saying, oh my God, it costs $2.77 to get this package out the door. It's 2 samples. Well, what if you put more in that packet? Then all of a sudden it's a team building packet. It's a recruiting packet. And then you think to yourself, for $2.77, I might get a new teammate out of this. You see where I'm going? You smell what I'm cooking? Okay, so here's what I found, and this is as of today, and today is July 2nd, 2017. So it might, with the cost of mailings, it might change in the future, but for the most part, I would think that these are probably the tiers of where things stand as far as shipping costs go, right? So from 1 ounce to 4 ounces via PayPal, when you're choosing first class mail, thick envelope, right? It costs $2.61 to ship a 1 ounce to 4 ounce thick envelope first class, okay? So what's the biggest bang for your buck? Sending something that's 1 ounce or sending something that's 4 ounces? Shove it jam-packed for up to 4 ounces and you're still shipping it for $2.61, right? The next tier up is what I like to call the money spot. This is where I like to keep most of my packages, right? The 5 to 8 ounce section. 5 ounces to 8 ounces is $2.77. Okay, that's what I call my sweet spot. That's where I like to stay with my packets. It's only like 15 cents more, 16 cents more than the lower tier. But I can shove up to 8 ounces of stuff in that envelope, okay? As opposed to 5 ounces. 3 ounces is a big deal, right? Think smarter. Change your perspective. Get stuff in that envelope so it makes it worth sending, okay? Once you hit that 9 ounce mark, once you get up there to where a package weighs 9 ounces, it costs $3.32, and that is a big jump. So if you go from $2.77 to $3.32, you're talking 60 cents, 60 plus cents, right? Of extra postage. That's a big jump. So that's why I like to stay in the 277 range. So if you're thinking about, how am I going to get the biggest bang for my buck? I like to stay in that 277 range. And think about it. Once you go from that 8 ounces to 9 ounces, you're going up 50, 60 cents in postage, and that's just cray-cray, right? So get yourself a mail scale. I got this sweet angel on Amazon. Here we go. Okay. I just got this mail scale on Amazon. I weigh everything that goes out my door because PayPal requires a weight. Anything that goes over 16 ounces, which is 1 pound, right? You can't do that for that first class with PayPal. But up to 16 ounces, you can just use this mail scale and weigh it, and then you can input that weight into your PayPal shipping label, pay it at home, print the label, boom, bam, done. Okay? So what do I put in these packets? Well, girlfriend, let me just share this with you. Of course, there are going to be samples. I want to put as many samples out there as I possibly can. So what do? I want to try and make the shopping experience, the experience that my customers have with me, I want it to be as personal as possible because I want them to keep coming back to me to shop. I want me to be the selling point as far as how to get this, these products on people, how to share this Posh with people. So I actually send, an entire catalog. I send our whole catalog in my sample packets. Why do you think I do that? Because this is actually, if you've taken the time to read this magazine, it's a beauty magazine. There are so many tips and tricks in these catalogs. It blows my mind how much information is in here. So what I do, let me just open it up here. I went on Vistaprint, and you by no means have to do this, but I love me some Vistaprint. Oh, girl, I can shut Vistaprint down when I purchase things. Like, I'm just gonna go on here and get some stickers. Like $7,000 later, I have all of the office things. It's not a good addiction to have. But what I did was I got these little stickers. See it there? It says Leah's favorite. Just little, I think they're like envelope seals maybe, little stickers, and I put them next to every product that is my favorite. Right? So then as people are browsing through, because I've come to find that is what people ask me most about. Well, what do you recommend? What's your favorite? And I'm like, I love Hello Sweetie. I love the Baritol Micellar Tonic. And I sound like a broken record. And after you say things over and over and over again, sometimes you lose your excitement, right? Like I love the I don't know, instead of saying like, oh my God, girl, you have to try the Baritol. It is amazing. Like you want to be excited every single time. But if they're sitting at home and they're browsing this catalog and they happen to see where you have made notes for them, where you have highlighted what your favorite products are. Maybe you were talking to a customer about the Rubby Scrubby. You can circle it in here and say, hey girl, this is what we were talking about. This is what is gonna make your feet peppermint fresh and silky smooth. If you take the time to mark up this catalog when you send it, it is like you are sitting beside your customer as they browse, right? So even if you don't get stickers from Vistaprint, use Post-it notes. Use just a regular pen. Use a highlighter. Use something that is going to make this an awesome shopping experience for your customers so that they feel like you really took the time to care and help with what they are looking for, right? Okay, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is I put my samples right in my catalog. So I make my own samples. If I can snag them from the portal, I do, but 99% of the time I'm making my own samples. And I put them in these adorable little bags with a little how-to card in there and a Lacon. I have a video on making samples, so I'm not going to go into it too much right now, but I do want to say to you, be mindful and be business savvy when you are making your samples, right? I don't put little fun stickers on my Lacons because the card is in here and everything is put together in a little bag, so it's a nice little package for my customers. I remember when I started loving on Posh back, oh my gosh, the end of 2015. The biggest question that I had for my consultant, who is now my sponsor, Ayo Mandy, is how do I use this? If I put this face mask on my face, do I leave it on for 5 minutes or do I leave it on for like 20? If I put this on, do I wash it off or does it just stay on? My biggest questions were how do I use these products? So if you don't have a how-to card in there, you are doing your customer a disservice. We want to be a full service consultant, right? How do you use this? How is it going to benefit you? What is it going to do for your skin? So these how-to cards are automatically made for us in the Posh box. Use them, right? So I find the page that the mango body butter is on and I just staple it. Let's just pretend this is it. I just staple it right into the catalog so that as they're flipping, then if they have questions about like, the mango body butter has vitamin C for skin repair. All about that bait. So mango body butter. Interesting. All this information, mango butter base. They're automatically on that page to get all the information that they need. I would just staple this right here. And then it's there. Everything that they need to know is right there on that page, right? Be smarter about how you're sending samples and be smarter about your shopping experience because that's what your customers want from you. That's what's going to keep them coming back to you, right? So that's how I put my samples in here. How many do I put in here? Sometimes I get carried away because I love sharing this stuff, right? Like there's a hippie hooray. I like to put 5 to 6 samples in a packet, in a catalog. Really, I like to put 6 if I have them on hand. Why? Because then I can say in my little handwritten note that I'm going to show you here in a minute, girl, if you buy all 6 samples that I gave you today, you're going to get one of them for free. Buy 5, get the 6th free. See what I did there? What? So it all ties in. Be mindful, be business savvy about how you do that. Did you like all those samples you got? Well, girl, if you order all of them, you're going to get one for free. Right. It's crazy. Okay, so now we talked about putting the samples in the catalog. The next thing that I do is what I love about this particular catalog, and I'm sure it will change for future catalogs, is I love all this white space here. There's a lot of space on this catalog that's not on the front here that's like nice and open. Sometimes I just write right in the margin, hey Susie, hope you love browsing, let me know if you need anything. Or I put a post-it note right here. Hey Susie, and have fun browsing, enjoy sampling. I'm here if you have any questions. It's just another way to make it personal for them. People love to hear their own name. They love it. They love to see it written. They love to hear it. They love it. So when you're using that, use that to your advantage. Hey, hey girl is cute, and sometimes it's okay, but if you can use their name, they love to hear that, right? It's just one of those things, the way our human brains are wired. People love to hear and see their own name. So put a post-it note here, make it a little bit special for them, right? And then I have a little sticker on the back here with all of my information in case they need it. So that's the catalog and the sample part. What else do I put in here to make it worth it? Well, I want to get up to 8 ounces, right? I want to get up to 8 ounces so that I'm getting the biggest bang for my buck because I have to pay for postage. So what else do I include in there? I include something from Posh that talks about the brand, right? Whether it's these join cards, which are super cute, woo, or whether it's the join catalog, this is a much bigger version. Include one of these so you're planting the seed of joining my team. This is what you get. You get all of these products when you join. You get the 20% back in commission when you join. Here's what you would make if you join. Include something like this because what's the worst that's going to happen? They're just going to set it aside and like ignore it for the rest of their lives. But if it's in their home and it's laying around, the chances of them looking at it again are good. Right? So include something that talks about joining the team, join my brand, join us because this is like really fun and you're going to freaking love it. Include one of these things. So there's some extra added weight that is a smart way to package up this sample packet, right? I also include our best seller sheet. Now, this is This is something that I include because I think it's important. So a lot of people say to me, what are your best sellers? What does Posh suggest? What are they best known for? So I include this just to have that information. It is nice to get one of these and make copies of it. You don't have to buy everything work smarter, not harder, or more expensively. Grab someone who already has one of these, someone on your team, or maybe designate someone on your team to get some, and then make copies and share them with everybody, right? So I include the Meet My Best Sellers because I love it. And then I want to make it personal. I want to make this from me to you, customer. I want to talk to you like when you are going through this at your home, like I'm actually there doing this with you, talking with you. So I got on Vistaprint because I'm always on Vistaprint, and I made a jumbo postcard. Now, it doesn't have to be a jumbo postcard. It doesn't even have to be from Vistaprint, but it needs to be your Posh why. Why are you doing Posh? Why do you love it? Why do you stay? Why is this something that is so special in your life? Because that story all by itself is a recruiting tool, right? I have people on my team who joined for the extra money. I have people on my team who joined because they're stay-at-home moms and they just need some social interaction that's not with like a 3-year-old and some entertainment that's not like Doc McStuffins. I have people on my team who just really have kind of lost their way and are looking for something that is just for them, something to ground them, right? So I made this card on Vistaprint. See? Now I tend to be wordy. It's just a blessing and a curse. I tend to be wordy, so maybe you don't need a jumbo postcard. But as you can see, my picture is up here. And this is why I joined Posh. This is why I stay with Posh. This is why Posh is so special to me. This is something that you can make and include to add a little bit of extra weight. It's a recruiting tool, and it's sharing a personal part of you with your customer. To what? Say it again for the people in the back. Build a relationship. Get those contacts, made friends who then could potentially be a new team member, right? Be personal with them. Share with them your story. Include your picture where it makes sense to. Because don't you think, even though it might be a friend or even a family member or an acquaintance, when you see someone's face, it makes it a lot more personal. Like when I get a friend request from someone and their picture isn't their profile picture, and I scroll through their photos and I can't find one picture of them, I automatically assume you're creepy. Like you're being weird, you know? That might not be the case. I'm sure it's not the case, but in my mind, what are you hiding, friend, you know? So I put my picture out there, even though I don't really love this picture of me. I don't like how my hair laid and like, you know, like, but it's me. This is me, and I want to share this with you, right? Same with my story. Okay, so I include my Posh why in every one of these packets. The last thing I include is a handwritten note. And there I am again, right on my card, something fun, something personal. And I write on the back of this, I am so excited that you are going to look through these samples. I have questions I have answers if you have questions. If you want a different scent of a different product, let me know and I can try and help you. Basically, just I am here for you. If you have questions, let me know. I am so excited to hear what you think. And by the way, if you like all the samples that you try in the catalog and purchase them, you'll get one free because Posh offers the buy 5, get 1 free. Right? Just a little note card. Put it in an envelope, make it cute, put a little heart on it, and put all of that, all of these things, the handwritten note, your Posh why, the best sellers, your recruiting material from Posh, right? Like your team building join card, join packet from Posh, your catalog with the samples in it. Include all of this stuff in a poly mailer. This I got on Amazon. It's 10 by 13. They're super cheap. And our catalog, no matter how many samples you fit in, because there have been times I have slammed like 12, 13 samples in a packet, it will slide right in here. You have to work it. You know, it's like getting into a pair of jeans that maybe are a little too tight. You got to work it in there, but it will fit. And then you can fold this over, lock it up, print out a mailing slip, get it in the mail. So the magic number, like I said, is somewhere between 5 and 8 ounces. 8 ounces is ideal because that means you are getting the most weight in that packet to get it out the door. And you see all this stuff that I'm getting in a packet for 8 ounces, right? Now it's a whole experience. It's not just a couple samples and like, hope you love it, call me. Now it's a whole thing. It's sharing a whole Posh experience with your customer, and hopefully they come back and say, number one, I'm buying all 6 samples. I freaking love them. Then you have a customer, and then it's your job to maintain that customer for life, right? Best case scenario is, hey, I saw all this information. I love these products. Talk to me more about this business. And boom, then you got yourself a potential teammate, right? So this is how I do my samples. I try to send them out at the beginning of each catalog change. I try to blast them out to as many people as I possibly can, even if they don't ask for it. Hey, there's a catalog change. I can't wait to share it with you. I'm so excited. And lo and behold, I will always get orders from them, and every so often I get a new team member. And that is how I add people to my Posh Pretty committee. I hope it works for you. I hope this was helpful. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.